Hey everyone, welcome to SuperQuest Saga, the show where we here at the Dungeoncast get online and play some Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Will Stark, and I shall be your Maroon Dungeon Master for this evening. Joining me as always is...
Josh Freeland, playing Sebastian Crenshaw, half-orc, paladin, oathbreaker, hexblade.
Hell yeah.
Like yeah. Did I forget anything? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think
Things
so.
are getting so complicated.
I know, man. Too much.
I'm your special guest, Jake, playing Persephone Gold Petal, the Furbolg space druid.
I'm Brian, and today I'll be playing Codename Echo, who is a space wizard in space, if you will. Also a fighter and a rogue.
Indeed. And last time, a lot of shit happened. Like, a lot of shit happened.
Oh, my God.
You guys...
Bummer shit.
You guys found a Dragonforged vessel, managed to psychically link, punch through the ice, fought off two illicit cruisers alongside Victoria aboard the Brunhilde, and still found yourselves overwhelmed as you attempted to escape the world of Shardlar. In a heroic sacrifice, Victoria gave up her life to give you guys a chance to jump. She did so. You guys did jump as Primina screamed, and I'm sure all of you were feeling many intense emotions across the psychic network that you guys were all connected to. And now...
a feedback loop of sadness and pain.
Yes, indeed.
Times 5.
times infinity.
Yes.
Unfortunately for you guys only managed to do a single jump and have now been adrift for 3 days in interstellar space.
Oh, fuck. Like Tony Stark?
Yes. The jump from Shardlar took you guys as close to Echo as it possibly could.
Oh,
but another jump
planet
would be necessary to close the remaining difference. Primina is unconscious in a completely comatose state and has been since the jump, which is only the second most interesting thing about her current state of being. She's also no longer humanoid. And instead of a young woman inside of the isolation chamber, there is an enormous blue-scale dragon. At full length, she would stand 20 feet tall and 25 feet long, minus her tail. But currently, she's curled in a fetal position with her tail and white feathered wings wrapped around her. Glowing blue Sildar still line her body, although they are broken, fractured, and completely asymmetrical. Two prominent black horns curl back from her brow, and at the end of her tail, a blue flame still burns within the liquid, albeit very dimly.
It's fucking Charizard.
It's Charizard.
It's in the tank?
I mean, it's got angel wings.
Sure. Oh my God.
Damn.
Charizard X is in the tank. Or is shiny Charizard Y, excuse yourself.
Oh, I don't know the difference. You're the Pokemon guy.
So it's been 3 days, and you guys can have done... You guys have a few options of what you could have done, but why don't you guys tell me what you guys have been doing for 3 days? By the way, the minute you guys finished the jump, the second network connection broke as Primina fell into a coma.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we have...
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's a
It
lot.
was.
It's a lot. I saw you guys typing away on Discord. I was like, oh man, they don't know.
Oh.
So how instantaneous is the jump? So we probably had like...
I would say you guys were probably traveling for like 5 to 10 minutes in hyperspace.
So we had 5 to 10 minutes of like excruciating sadness between all 5 of us. Because
I would say the psychic link endured the trip, but was not like crisp and clear, as Prim's form was like morphing and she was all over the place, and then eventually she fell unconscious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's talk about the jump.
Yeah.
I think now is the right time to talk about the jump and like reabsorb. So we're floating in space. It's bad. We're probably we probably figured out the bathroom thing, I hope. But then we flash back to the jump.
Yes, the bathroom thing is figured out. This is a fully outfitted ship.
That's
good.
good. That's good. So we're like clean.
Yeah, it's designed to be lived upon full time.
We're not drinking our own piss like Bear Grylls up in there.
Super not. Okay. Fully stocked kitchen. I said it before 2 episodes ago.
That's good. I'm glad.
That's right. Yeah.
You did.
Great.
So now the sadness be right.
Yeah, back to the sadness. Okay, the Blade song kicks off like probably, 30 seconds into the jump. Like no contest. It probably can't maintain for very long. It's only supposed to be a minute anyway. So the second we go into the jump, it's probably maybe 30 seconds is even too long. So that stops. So we all lose that little bit of clarity and stuff. So that's a thing.
Is the audio recording? Just want to make sure. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Is everybody? Let's do a hardware software check. Everybody good?
We're good.
Solid.
Check.
Check,
All right.
check.
I didn't see what I'm seeing now. That's why. I was worried.
No, that's skipping. Yeah,
Okay.
We're good, man.
Sorry,
Thanks.
guys.
No, that's always a good check. I'm not even gonna edit this out. Welcome to behind the scenes
Yeah.
of SuperQuest Saga,
I feel
where
bad.
we've failed to record things sometimes and it's bad.
We're
Continue with
human,
what you were
too.
saying. I'm sorry.
Back to the
Back to
during
sadness.
sadness.
Yes.
Can't
We
wait to
don't
get back
want
to
to
the
talk about the
sadness.
sadness. Who wants to go first?
Should we go in intro order? Freeland, how are you feeling?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. I'm always first. Thanks, guys.
I can go first. I'm not
No,
scared.
it's fine. I think
Ooh,
I can't handle it. Too much pressure.
It's
No,
okay.
we believe in you, Freeland.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think with Sebastian, it's a mixture of a whole bunch of different emotions. You know, of course, sadness for losing Vicky, but he's extremely angered and disappointed because he feels like he's once again not strong enough to protect those around him. That's an ongoing theme with him, like with his mom and everybody else that's been around him. He's not strong enough, so he feels like he's the one who let everybody down again. Of course, anger kicks in as well. I would have a feeling that probably halfway through the jump, with all that anger he has, I think his Hexblade curse, like his connection to Ramazal, would kick in, and he would just like his eyes would go black and just kind of go into like just a state of anger and just a hellfire anger, you know. Like, and you guys are feeling that. You feel almost like his connection, that anger and that just that hell part of him. You guys are feeling that and seeing that.
Oh my gosh.
You know that
Okay.
you know those parts in like Dragon Ball Z or like Naruto when somebody's like really mad and they have like an aura of nastiness around them and they're like silhouetted. Like that's what I'm imagining. Like Sebastian
This
is
is
just like in a
Sebastian.
corner,
Oh.
like with angry like red eyes in the cloud. Sorry for breaking
Yikes.
the levity of the situation.
No.
No, it's good.
Yeah, Percy is super sad. She's just sobbing. So you probably in the mindscape, there's probably like early memories of her like as a kid being alone, like crying in the forest. I'm sure, like just because this is what like it's similar to this. And she's just like crying, like that's all. Because she didn't really get to say goodbye to Vicky. Like everything kind of happened really quick. Like. We didn't really get a chance to be like, no, Vicky, don't do it. Like she just kind of said her goodbyes and then fucking punched it. So she's feeling a lot of remorse about not doing more to help Vicky get on the Sparrow or the Starling when she could have. Not that she would have done it, but yeah, she's feeling a lot of regret and she's feeling profound loss, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to unhinge Echo pretty badly. So,
Yeah, sorry.
you know, Echo doesn't have those familial ties anymore like he used to, which we've touched on it a little bit. So, and I planned on bringing this to the forefront, but, you know, probably this episode even, then later in the episode or next episode, but here it is now. So I did put together like a little audio clip. So I'll probably just do a quick disclaimer really fast. Well, first I'll talk about like the setup emotions. Feeling what you guys are feeling is probably going to, whatever kind of resilience Echo had, mental fortification to like keep his emotions in check right now, is absolutely going to be out the window. If he's feeling like this intense anger and devil anger or something, and then, you know, this loneliness and sadness that, you know, he's probably felt, but in like sort of a numb way over the last 10 years of isolation, not so intense. I think he kind of like tried to quiet those feelings down, and he spent a lot of time living life, and like experiencing the galaxy and like breaking into concerts and like seeing music artists that he wants to see and like eating food and, you know, becoming a smuggler and doing the Han Solo thing for a little while there, and you know, establishing those kind of relationships, not thinking about his past, completely focusing on other things, not really doing a lot of magic if he could help it, really trying to just forget about what sent him on this path, which was Echo was the commander, a newly appointed commander in an operation to hinder the Elven Empire, which is like an ongoing thing from his sect of Elven people to try to bring the universe back into balance, or the galaxy, I guess. And on his first mission out, his entire team of 10, so that would be 11, including himself, died. They were pretty much obliterated before he had an opportunity to do anything. And in a sacrifice play, one of his teammates gave him an opportunity to escape, and he did. And that's one of the things that he has to live with, is that he made this decision he feels like he abandoned them, but he knew it was the only thing to be done, and not let that sacrifice go to waste. But in the moment, that's what he did. So here's a sound clip that I put together that is a memory of Echo having to relive those moments. So Echo suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder from this event. And I want to just give everybody in the audience an opportunity to skip the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds starting now.
It's a day Echo does not like to remember. He was so full of hope and pride, a newly appointed commander with his flock in formation. Their mission was a simple one: locate an Elven Empire weapon shipment and destroy it. It had been done before, and with capable leadership that he would now provide, they should be back home before the Empire even realized they had been hit. They arrived at the agreed coordinates where the ambush was to take place. They gave the signal, but it was already too late. We had unknowingly been detected. The moment came and we made our move, but we were already surrounded, and half of my comrades were killed in an instant. She saved me. Codename Labyrinth. No, her name was Hilaire. She provided a window of opportunity in hopes I would continue on. She sacrificed herself for me, just like Victoria. I was helpless. I am still helpless. Persephone, Sebastian, Watt, Primina, they're all going to die. They'll be ripped apart. Here I am, still helpless to stop it. They'll be torn to shreds. I'll be forced to watch. Echo is overwhelmed by intrusive thoughts and sharp anxiety that takes hold of his emotions. It is vice-like. It is all-encompassing. It is horrific. And it is excruciating. He has no choice but to sit and endure it. He's forced to relive the day that he lost his greatest love, the day he decided to abandon his people for 10 long years.
So
there's that.
Yeah, there's that, which everyone is enduring those feelings. I would say emanating from Primina's end of the psychic spectrum is unadulterated anguish and despair and disappointment in herself, confusion as to why this is her lot in life, why everyone she seems to know and love dies. Mm-hmm. You guys are getting pretty much a non-signal from why he's kind of in a numb shock state. Jeez. But with this roiling chaos of emotion on a positive feedback loop between all you guys, I'm going to need all of you guys to make we'll call it a charisma save. DC 20.
21.
Fucking free.
Time to pull
14 and my plus 7. Charisma my go-to.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I'm pulling out my sheet, but that is a 4, so that's a fail.
That's a fail.
I can't have more than like a 3.
Okay, so everyone's going to take 66 psychic damage.
Oh, no.
Half for Sebastian. 19 psychic damage.
Okay.
Was I even hurt?
All right.
Did we have damage? We're still fresh
Yeah,
off the
you guys
Carter
are still
fight.
damaged. Yeah.
We're so
Jeez.
jacked
Yeah.
up.
How much HP do I even have? I still have Hero's Feast on.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
So do your best to keep track of it. But okay.
Well, aren't we about to just kind of rest it away in this 3-day span?
Yeah.
I should be alive.
So I opened up the scene 3 days into being stranded, but granted, that could change depending on what you guys will have decided to do with these 3 days.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys exit the jump in interstellar space. What do you guys do over these next 3 days?
By the way, Echo has a flat 0 in charisma. So there's that.
Yeah.
Better drink my own piss.
Percy.
No,
Percy is probably trying to check on everybody and make sure everybody's okay. Like check in on like Watt and the boys, and then try to see what she can do about Prim too. Because she's a fucking dragon now. So,
So Watt is in a state of silent shock. He kind of has this glazed over look in his eyes, and you're not sure how aware he is of like the things you're saying to him.
yeah, I mean, he knew her longer than we did, so I think she's just gonna try to give him a hug and try to like put her hands like on his face and just like try to talk to him as much as possible. Just be like, wow, we gotta figure this out. We gotta get Prim back. I know you're sad, and we're all sad, and everybody. We just have to figure this out and not be trapped in space. What we need you. Prim needs you.
He'll nod. He'll nod. He doesn't say much, but you can tell he agrees with you. He just kind of closes his eyes like this and nods like this.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the response you'll get from him. You can see Prim's vitals on the monitor outside her isolation tank. I mean, everything's going. She, her respiratory system's good. Her circulatory system's good. Her heart rate's fine. She's just comatose. And you're not sure why.
Do we remember what happened with Prim the last time when we made the jump to the future? Like Victoria and her crew took Prim out of the chamber, right? Like,
well, the chamber was broken
Yeah.
when you guys first arrived in the future, and she was unconscious, but Carter woke her up.
with a
And then
psychic attack.
Vicky and them showed up. She went berserk, and they had to shoot her down.
That's what it was. Okay. So can
Fun.
can I glean if that's like the same sort of fatigue she has right now?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check or a nature check.
Okay.
Nitya.
Medicine or nature? Oh, come on, new dice. Fucker. That's a 8.
Okay. You don't know. There's so many things going on here.
yeah,
You guys were in
yeah.
a psychic network connection. She's a genetic, not abomination, but
She's
something that doesn't exist
yeah,
in
yeah,
nature.
Yeah.
She's got this weird sigil spell song thing on her that seems to be super broken now. You guys used a ship you guys have never used before, and also trauma.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Totally.
Okay. She's just gonna keep on trying to work at it. If one
Okay.
of you guys
What about
wants to go.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I think Sebastian, I mean, right after the jump, everything happens. I think from the get-go, he's just going to be cold and distant. He's going to kind of just acknowledge everybody, nod, and kind of not really say much of anything. And then he might go explore the ship a little bit. But I can see him kind of posting up next to Prim, like setting up a chair, like just next to the tank and just sitting there keeping watch over her and just kind of
like that.
just making sure she's
think
okay,
that
waiting
adds
for
up.
something to happen. And just as he's doing that, just having all the thoughts go process through his head.
Yeah, I think Echo will do a preliminary check on everybody after he catches his breath, probably from, this like panic attack type esque thing he just went through. So it might be a couple hours, but then he'll get around to, he'll be like tired, sluggish,
Right.
slow.
Yeah.
But still trying his best to make sure everybody's okay. So do you want me to try to make a nature check too, or?
I mean, with Prim?
Yeah, like if I see
I'll
Percy,
accept an Arcana check. from
okay,
you.
if I see Percy struggling with it and she comes up 0, I'll try to help.
Yeah.
Once I can get my die out of here. All right, here we go. Arcana. Don't I get like a +9 to that? It's been a little while. I do. So that's 12 plus 9 is
that's really good.
21.
You don't know about all the stuff not related to the Arcana bit, but yeah, whatever that spell is, that sigil that's all over her, it's broken, and you would not be surprised if that is a heavy factor in what's going on with her right now.
Is it something that needs repairing, or is it like a body thing where her body will repair it herself? Or the magic will repair
You think
itself?
this needs intervention? You're not sure what kind, because you're good enough at magic to recognize that this is not your normal arcane magic.
Right.
This is song
But it's like
magic.
a series of runes that's been broken, and
Yeah.
it needs to be mechanicked up magically.
Yeah.
somehow.
It needs intervention of some sort.
Okay.
But at some point, you guys are going to realize that you guys are stranded. The ship, it won't jump.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. After the preliminary check around, Echo's gonna tool around the ship, and like he needs to take his mind off of this thing, like he always tries to,
Yeah.
and not deal with it.
Right.
So he's gonna go look for something to do, so he doesn't
Okay.
have to think about his problems.
So there are options here. You still have regular fuel, and you can burn fuel for travel. It won't get you super far, but it'll get you somewhere. The Starling made the jump alongside, so it's been floating outside for a while.
Neat. I was about to ask.
And that's about it. That's all you got.
Okay.
Or you could send out a signal. I would imagine Echo knows encoded signals he can send out for help from his people.
Yeah, I can.
So it's up to you.
Okay. Well, I will have to. Is there a place for my ship to dock inside of this
Yes.
dragon thing?
Yes, there is.
Oh, with everyone's consent, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because that's what Echo really wants, is to tool around on his ship. It's a memento. It's the only memento he has of his people, the event that kind of sent him on his path. It's like his security blanket in space.
Sure.
So-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll
Starling's in good shape. Same shape it was in last time you saw it.
cool.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it in. I'm just gonna go. That's pretty much gonna be Echo's next few days, is checking on people and being on the ship, sending out distress call.
So you are going to send out a call.
I think I will, because the encoding that I use to speak to my people is like it feels safer than anything
Okay.
else we have.
Okay.
So I'll send out probably, if we can't figure out how to fix it ourselves, Echo will go that route first, and if a full 24 hours goes by, he'll bring it up to the crew that this is an option. He can send out a distress call.
Okay. What do you, if you can't fix what?
If I can't like get the ship to go do the thing
Right.
that we need, then
Yeah.
like we'll send out a distress call.
Okay. So you spend a day trying to get the ship to do pretty much anything, and it doesn't want to do pretty much anything. I mean, it was built around the concept of being ran on Prim. So
Yeah. There's probably a fuel joke somewhere here. I'm not ready for. But yeah, I'll go ahead. If everybody's cool, I'm gonna send out a distress call day 2.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
okay. So you do.
There is a 30-minute wait time for AAA. Is that all right with everyone? Just kidding.
So you send out the signal.
Triple E, elf.
You're probably not expecting a response for some time. What do you guys do? You got 3 days will pass since the signal went out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pretty much told you guys what I'm doing.
Yeah. What about you two?
I'm getting my next magic item ready.
Sick. Percy's gonna just be trying real hard to not to let everybody isolate themselves. So she's probably gonna work real hard to like have everybody like eat meals together, and like how Echo is doing, like she's checking in on everybody, but she's like making it a point to like try to drag people out of where they are, like
Yeah.
into common rooms to be like, hey, let's do this together instead of trying to do this by ourselves.
Right.
I think Echo is responsive to that.
I think Watt will do whatever you nudge him to do.
Okay.
Yeah, Sebastian will too. He'll be kind of hesitant, just kind of like a bump on the log type attitude, but he'll still do it because he's still family to him, But he's just kind of like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess on the first one of those, if we're all sitting together, like having a meal, Echo will kind of be like, probably not eat a lot, and then to awkwardly kind of tip salt and pepper shaker, and then be like, okay, are we doing anything? Do we want to like say anything or have some sort of ceremony, or it feels wrong to just leave it like this?
Yeah, that is true. Does anybody have any booze on them? Space
I would say
whiskey?
the kitchen has probably some.
I was gonna ask.
Sure.
I'll turn around and grab a couple bottles and a couple glasses, and pour a nice healthy like double for everybody, and put the bottle down and just say, I guess Watt, you knew her the longest, but I'm not gonna make you go first. But Vicky was the first person we met when we got all blasted into the future. And she helped us acclimate, and she became a home for all of us, and she will be missed. And she puts her glass up.
Yeah. I think Sebastian will put the glass up.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna cheers. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Oh, and I love her. Sorry,
yeah.
Like Jake was getting sad and emotional, so I was like, I need to wrap this up before I cry.
Echo will say stuff of that kind of similar nature. She reminded me what it meant to have family. Welcoming me onto her ship. She didn't even know me. I know that the predicament at hand was a little dire, and but still, even so, you all welcomed me in, and I will not be forgetting that anytime soon.
And then Sebastian will chime in. Vicky, she saved us more than once. She was family to all of us. I don't know how I'm going to process this, but all I know is I'm not going to let her death go in vain, and there will be repercussions for what happened.
Ooh. This undertone, always
know, right?
now.
And he's going to grab the bottle out, grab the bottle too. Gotta be sure to pour some out for the homies. Pour it out a little bit out.
Sounds good.
Watt just empties his glass. He doesn't say anything. Echo, you don't know this, but the other two, you might need a reminder. I believe it during the Athenium arc, it was revealed that at some point Watt lost his daughter as a child.
Yeah.
And yeah, he doesn't look like he's ready to talk. But let's fast forward now. Mm-hmm. So 3 days pass, and on the fourth day, which is actually the fifth day you guys have been stranded here, the Starling begins to get a signal.
Boop, boop, boop. I gotta go. I'm probably in the ship when it comes in, like in all likeliness.
Yes.
So
it plays intermittently, and it sounds like an electronic chiptune melody.
Awesome. Okay.
You know that you need to send out a proper response to open communications.
Yeah, I'll do that. I have to go to the cockpit for transmissions and stuff, so I'll go up there and
You do that?
and
Okay.
just not jack in. That would be cool though.
That would be cool.
But no.
But yeah, so you send the proper response, and 10 minutes later, there are a few flashes outside of the cockpit windows of the Dragonforged, which is a ship you have not named yet. And I don't blame you. You've been busy.
Actually, that was one of the things I was going to ask about in the 3 days, but it got away from me when we held a eulogy for a fake person.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Echo will probably let everybody know what's up and then take the Starling outside of the ship so that people know what the fuck is going on when they get a signal, an elven signal from an elf ship and they roll up and see a fucking dragon. It's not like a total shocker.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
The Starling can be out there.
All right.
Totally. 3 flashes of light precede the arrival of 3 small Arcadian vessels. Made of soldering wood like Imperial vessels, these 3 patrol vessels are shaped like the pronged end of a bident, and they approach both the Starling and the Dragonforged, and a voice is heard on the receiver. And I apologize ahead of time for my lack of accent capabilities.
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to do anything.
I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
And if it's really bad, then I'll just stop.
There's a little bit of Russian inside of everybody.
We'll see. Arcadia Gallanther, we have heard your call. Please respond.
Not bad. Not bad. Pretty
I like
good.
it. That's really good.
Yeah, I
You
like
guys are
it.
generous.
This is Arcadian. Hello.
Let me see here. So once you respond, a larger flash will happen from outside, and a much larger Arcadian vessel appears. This one, not as big as the vessel that Denethar rode in when he was a magistrate. I would say it's a cruiser class.
Cool.
Maybe slightly bigger than the Dragonforged.
Okay.
And another signal comes in, and this is a female voice. This is Captain Aline, commander of the Abellio. We are here to take you to heaven.
I like that. Make it sound like heaven instead of haven. I like that a lot.
Can we hear this going on? Or is it just in his ship that he's hearing that?
I
Because if
think
we
the
don't hear it,
signal's
I'm
being
going to. What's that?
broadcast to both of
Oh,
you
okay.
guys.
Because I was saying, I'm about to hit up Echo. Hey, are these your friends?
Yeah.
Like, what the
Yeah,
hell's
sure.
going on
You
here?
can start communication.
Battle
Echo,
stations.
Echo, this better be your friends because shit's about to go
that's
down.
true. They are
Help me
elven
out.
looking ships.
No, yeah, no. Hey, everybody, be cool. I told
sure?
you guys that they were coming. It's
I
fine.
was just making sure. I don't know
No,
if
yeah,
those are the
we're-
ones you called or not.
Oh yeah,
okay.
just be cool for like a
Good.
second.
Okay.
You're embarrassing me.
My bad.
You'll hear the captain say, Arcadian, please return the Starling into this vessel.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and do that. He's like, I'm not sure where you put the tow hitch or what have you. It's a new kind of development.
So as you're saying this, the 3 scouting vessels will form a triangular formation around the Dragonforged and will each generate and extend an energy field from themselves.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Once all 3 spherical shields intersect, they will coalesce into one much larger bubble, which will surround the Dragonforged and lock it into stasis, as long as these 3 scout ships continue to uphold it. The Abellio positions itself in front of the Dragonforged and extends iridescent light lines, almost like spider silk, into different parts of the sphere, and it moves forward and the lines go taut and you guys begin to get tugged by the Abellio.
Float, but in
yeah.
the right direction.
And then you hear the captain's voice, everyone prepared for jump in 10, 9, 8. And at the end of 10,
That was a
hyper
seatbelt
jump.
click. Okay.
So you guys are on a 3-day journey. You're in stasis in a sphere. And you guys can decide what you want to do with those 3 days.
3 more days?
3 more days. Because the Arcadian system is a middle-sized yellow sun on the furthest outskirts of the ethereal arm of the galaxy. There are 4 rocky planets that orbit this peripheral star, but only 1 is in the habitable zone, and just barely. Before we get there, anything you want to do in these 3 days?
Guess I'll just debrief my homies so they don't freak out when they see a bunch of elf shit again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Sebastian's going to be very on edge here. He's going to pick Echo's brain about make sure he's still in good standing because he got that little glimpse of what happened. and when we were all connected. So he's worried that maybe he's not in good standings. Should we be worried?
Oh,
That's a good question to have. So do we want to role play or do you just want to talk about it? I'm okay with both.
I feel like Percy might also have questions about it, but Sebastian's is more like logistical. Mine was just more like, "Are you okay?" So his might be more important.
I say role play it.
Yeah, this is the right time to talk about it. This feels right. So if you guys have, you just bring as your character, just bring Echo your questions, and then I'll do my best with it.
Echo, I hate to bring this up, but I know when we were all connected, I saw something from your past. I just want to make sure that you're still in good standings with your people, because I don't know if we should be prepared for anything to go down, or if we should be concerned or worry or look for certain things. I have that concern.
It is understandable, definitely. I think so. I think we're cool. I called home a while back.
Oh, okay.
And I let them know that there was potential for my return. I was told that there would be preparations made.
Okay.
It seemed cool. I mean, I don't know what sort of changes have taken place in 10 years. There's some voices over the comms I'm not too familiar with, although they may be familiar with me. But as far as like us getting attacked when we arrive, I highly doubt that. That is not. That I don't think that's something that is going to happen. A tribunal. I don't know if that sort of thing has been put in place. I don't think I didn't commit any sort of crime other than abandoning my post.
Understood. Yeah. Well, if anything seems wrong or not right, it's out of place, let us know. We got your back 100%, man. Your family to us now too. So
I appreciate that. You will be as far as I'm aware, the first outsiders allowed into my homeland. So there may be some awkwardness, some gaze, if you will.
They would be the first outsiders that aren't like directly from like imperial refugees.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah. Like
right.
that is not a elf affiliate in some way.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you guys are going to be the first people there that are not. I mean, there are non-elves there. It's just mostly elves, probably.
I would say like 50% elves, 50% spread across like 5 other races.
I will bring up Persephone will meet many singers that have been freed.
Really?
It's true. We'll see, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, Will. Yeah, she's gonna beam up at that and just say, "Oh, every time I try to speak with a singer, it just doesn't seem to work out. So I look forward to meeting more of my future family."
That sounds like when I try to get money.
I swear to God. Yeah.
That's true.
Speaking of which, you have a credit card. You're supposed to figure it out at some point.
I probably will take these 3 days to do that. Once I remember it.
I think you could probably handle it from the Starling. Okay, give me a used computer check.
Oh, okay. We'll do that right now. I'm proficient in that. I changed it up. So what's our proficiencies for? So that's a 12.
You need a little better than that. You're going to need some help. It might cost a small fee, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be handled on. When I figure when I get back to my smugglers people, this is not the place for that. This is like the opposite of that. I like to treat rogue levels like I did something out of line. Like, I'm doing something I wouldn't normally be doing. So I did a rogue thing.
Yeah.
So when I get back to rogue things, we'll do rogue things. Okay. For now, I'll just, if I can't figure it out on my own, I'm just going to forget about it for now and wait.
We'll see. You might change your mind today, but we'll see. Okay.
Well, I think Percy had stuff, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to, after he said that, because as me, just so I understand, so this this happened. Your squad got
Squad.
your squad got wiped out, and then Echo just left. Like it's not like he got home and was like, "Oh hey, everybody died." Like everybody died, and then he dipped.
Right. So
Okay.
here's the rundown.
Okay.
Is we were put on a mission to destroy a supply ship with weapons. This ship, basically, the way I picture it, is docked and being onloaded. Once the onloading was completed, we were supposed to be positioned to spring an ambush on the ship and destroy it and dip from this location. So I pretty much picture an elven outpost, a refueling station of some kind, like a dock for a ship. We've done my elves have done research to make sure that this is okay. The mission was set up for us to go do that. And I was just put in charge to command the troops and execute orders and clean up any loose ends if there were any outside of the data. So the data ends up being wrong. And we are instead ambushed when we spring our trap. A trap is sprung on us. And like in the soundbite, like half of Echo's crew is just immediately vaporized before he has any opportunity to even react. So this codename Labyrinth is Echo's lover, pretty much. Like his I don't know what the extent of the relationship was. I haven't explored it. I try to not delve too much into romance in this theme of campaign we're doing. So. But there's definitely an attachment of love that's beyond just friendship between them. And she sacrifices herself to give Echo. It's hard to picture what it all looks like, on a grid or whatever. But basically, she does something to allow Echo to escape.
Definitely.
Fends off the onslaught so that he can jump out. He just jumps to wherever and just cannot face returning home.
Yeah.
And just doesn't. And goes dark for 10 years. Doesn't blade song, doesn't call, doesn't answer call. Just takes his ship and goes. And
interesting.
Tries to forget.
So that all is where Percy is coming from, because she knows all of that now.
I think if you don't anything you don't know, just while we're eating together at this conversation, I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's just super small. She'll just she'll kind of Sebastian will say his thing, and then Percy will just stand up and just say, I'm all of the loss that all of us have felt in our lives we've never been put in charge of people's lives up until now, my parents left, Sebastian's parents were killed, or his mom was killed, possibly by his dad. I don't want to say everybody's business right now, but I just want to just echo what Sebastian just said, and just say you're family now, and I just want to make sure it's okay if I hug you right now.
Every time you ask me this, it's just, I don't know how to answer you.
I mean, if you're not comfortable,
very huggy.
Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to force a hug onto you if that's not what you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? So I want to convey.
I guess after the first hug, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine.
I'll
I guess it's fine.
I'll just pick him up out of the chair and
Just hug the man.
Yeah. I give him a hug.
Okay.
It's still a little awkward, but okay.
That's fine.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Echo loves it.
So 3 days pass, and a golden planet of dusty dunes and vast expanses of sand seas lies below the descending ships.
There should be a bar here called the Dusty Dunes.
Hey.
That's
It
good.
could be. We'll see. Actually, there is a bar here, but it's not called that. But it's called something kind of close to that. But we'll see.
There should be one across the street called the Dusty Dunes. Sure.
Like a Starbucks.
The party descends into the southern hemisphere of this desert planet, and for a time, nothing but an endless golden brown sea stretches in every direction. But eventually, the shadow of a large structure can be seen in the distance. Oops. This structure, as you guys get closer, can be seen as an enormous structure made from the same wood as elven ships. The main mass of the structure is shaped like a pointed dome, almost helmet-like in form, and 6 curled wooden towers rise from the dome and from the sand around it. There are 2 much smaller and rounder wooden domes standing on either side of the main dome and towers. And around this megastructure is a sprawling town of white sandstone buildings. And standing out in stark contrast and against the golden sand and white sandstone is the sheer amount of green wildlife flourishing between every building and around the town itself. Over the intercom, you guys hear, all of you, welcome to Haven. Arcadian, welcome home. You guys sail over the town to a clearing, like a grassy meadow on the outskirts, and you are set down outside of Haven. Outside from your window, you can see there's a small crowd gathering. What do you guys do?
Oh boy. It really has been a while, but it's nice to see home. I hope you enjoy yourselves, given the opportunity, of course. I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but it seems a warm welcome is in place.
It looks
Feels
beautiful.
nice.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys... I know Jake has. Freeland, have you seen Trigun?
I have not. No.
It's like the ships in Trigun have like a life sustenance kind of deal, like how I imagine. Are we gonna get into that?
What, how elven ships work?
Well, not how elven ships, how this community exists here. Or can I just tell them real quick?
I mean, well, I think I might have accidentally changed some things, so maybe we'll just roll with it and see how this goes.
Okay,
yeah. Well, you'll see.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, basically in Trigun, it's like they crash land on a desert planet, and then their ship is responsible for like making a habitable zone. So that's kind of the idea.
And that still rings true with a little bit of tweaks, but mostly that's true.
So that's just the basic concept. Desert planet, but there't extremely habitable area here.
Yes.
And that's where we are. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have.
Okay.
So what do you guys do? You guys gonna exit?
It's time.
All right.
I'm waiting, following Echo's lead to let him take the lead. I'm going to be scoping out everything from the inside, checking everything on the outside first. Because
so suspicious.
Sebastian, in his mind, you got to figure that his people were taken down, eradicated by the elves. And back then they're all one and the same, really, in his mind. So even though these elven people are different from what we've experienced in the past, he still views that a lot of these are ancestors of the people who eradicated his race. So he's on edge.
You're 100% correct about that. But like, just probably something that me and you probably had to hash out in those 3 days is that like these people that live in this community agree with you more or less about the Empire anyway.
Yeah.
I get
they don't know
still,
about the orcs, actually.
I get that there's still elves, but yeah, there's that. There's an information gap, but that that we as a culture dissent from that, and it's mostly peaceful here. That's how I imagine.
I mean,
it.
he's not taking. He's standoffish because in the back of his head is this. He has that connection still where he just feels uncomfortable.
There is that strict militarization, I imagine, still. Like Echo is trained in that, so he's a warrior. Violence exists here, in a capacity of some kind, just targeted at our brethren. But yeah, okay. So we walk out. Do we come out of this dragon's butt or its crotch? Or
No,
what?
the platform at the bottom of it. I guess it's stomach.
It's tummy.
Yeah, that's where the stairs descend.
That's what Echo will say when the platform goes down.
Okay.
It's tummy time.
So you guys exit onto this green meadow outside of Haven and are greeted by the small crowd, as well as a group of 7 prominent individuals in beige and gold ceremonial garb. There are 2 furbolg, 2 human, 1 dwarven, 1 gnome, and 1 elf, and not an elf like Echo, an imperial elf, at least in appearance. So the superhuman, super tall, glowing green eyes, all that jazz.
Yeah.
As you guys approach, a human male with short brown hair steps forward from the group of robed individuals. He bows, and then he says, Arcadian Gallanther, son of Arcadia, son of Archeon, it fills us with joy to see your return. He turns to the rest of you guys. Honorable guests, you are extended interim welcome. Please rest and have both water and bread. Tonight, we will call upon you to stand before the council that we might hear your story and come to a resolution of your presence here. But until then, feel free to enjoy the town. And then he bows again.
Do I know that guy?
Yeah, that's Gendrick. He's the first amongst the council.
Nice.
When was the last time you were here?
10 years ago.
Okay, so
And some days.
he's like 50. So last time you saw him, he probably wasn't first among the council. He was probably just a member of the council.
Nice. Is there some signifier of that on him? Like his robe or something like that? His dress?
No, actually there's not. But since he's the one who stepped forward and spoke, then he must be the first among the council.
So that Gendrick, you said?
Gendrick, yeah.
Gendrick, it is good to see you. Promotion. Nice.
Now, you've always known Gendrick as a stoic and stern person, so you're not offended when he nods and doesn't he doesn't give you that rapport kind of feel. He just says, yes, I'm very honored to fill this role.
Yeah, Echo's probably always been sort of playful, and everybody probably knows that. So Echo also knows to show respect when it is due at the same time. So he'll bow.
Yes.
You know.
And you'll note he said interim welcome.
Yes.
Echo, you know that the secrecy of Haven is Haven's top priority, and that those who are deemed unwelcome or unsafe tend to have their mind wiped and transported far away.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That tracks. And Echo did do a big no before the jump, which is psychically relay the location of this place to everybody.
Which he did. So
they know because I had to think about it.
That's true. Well, they can be mind wiped, but we'll see.
Well, that's something I plan on coming clean about.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Sorry, everybody.
Once Gendrick says what he says, like the whole council bows and then they turn and they walk back towards the city. The crowd doesn't approach you guys, but they don't disperse either. There's like whispering amongst themselves and talking and whatnot. But yeah, you guys are free to your own devices. What do? You're outside of this rather large town. Not quite a city, but bigger than most towns.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please, pay us no mind. It is nice to be home and nice to be welcomed, but please, the undue attention, it is not necessary, although it is appreciated.
Much of the crowd disperses. More than a few people that you know, old friends, old acquaintances, greet you, say things like, "It's good to see you. We thought you were dead." Give you hugs. "Please come by my house." Like,
Totally.
"We must have dinner. We got to catch up. Your parents are out of town, but they're supposed to be back in a week," and all this other stuff.
Yes, it was an unexpected drop by, but we will make time, absolutely, if possible, and then
We'll say it takes like 20 minutes to clear all that up.
a lot of handshakes,
Yes.
a lot of cool like fucking fist bumps and like double taps and some fucking.
You guys are seeing a mixed population of elves, dwarves, gnomes, humans, furbolgs, and about half of the elves are elves like Echo. The other half are imperial elves. There's not really a lot around here. You probably only saw like 2 of those.
Yeah, it's probably changed a lot in 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bigger now. It's a lot. Oh, look, a new general store, I guess.
I got a whole list of like locations if you want to get into that. But yeah, you guys are to your own devices. I mean, Echo, you have a house here, I suppose.
I probably do. I didn't think about my house.
Yeah, you totally have a house. I mapped it out and everything.
So I had this idea that there are a lot of people in this habitable zone.
Yeah.
But that exploring the non-habitable zones is a thing.
Sure.
And that Echo has like a little getaway outside the city too.
Sure.
Because his whole aesthetic with the lizard thing, those are native born to this planet. Those aren't like elven things. Those are this Arcadia's wildlife. So Jonk is like inspired by the like Komodo dragony lizardy things that live here. So there's like communities outside the town too, probably, but we'll just stick to town, I think, this time.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, you guys have full reign on what you guys want to do. You guys are in a full-fledged town. Pretty much anything you can think of in a normal city, you probably find here for the most part.
Okay. So my credit card needs will wait. I guess I do. What do I want to do?
I mean, I believe y'all are broke, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I got a little bit, not too much.
I mean, am I broke? Because like,
Pretty sure
I don't
we're
know. You haven't looked at your credit card.
well, I have that, but like, am I broke at home? And my parents are like the leaders of this joint somewhat. Do I have like an old bank account here?
Probably not a bank account that you wouldn't normally have access to,
It's
but
like
we
accruing.
could say you probably have some hidden funds in your house.
Are you
like,
like-
Family trust. It's just
probably
been-
a couple grand?
Go get some rupees.
Are you like Harry
Yeah.
Potter? Like your parent? Like you're just gonna come home, we're just gonna get everything from the trolley because all your shit's in Gringotts? Like, is that what's gonna
Right.
happen right now?
Secretly
rich?
I didn't think about it because I didn't picture when I first built this place in my mind. Like when Echo was growing up, it wasn't a place that needed money. So, like it didn't. That's never occurred to me. But now it's clearly a developed area and like it needs money. So there's money here. There's an economy, which makes total sense. But so I probably don't have any money. I might have like something at my house, maybe like a pittance, but nothing spectacular. I guess I just I don't know what you guys want to do today.
We're in a meadow. Is that what you said, Will? Like we
Yes.
landed and it's like grass? Like what is around us?
It's grass, and then surrounding the grass are a lot of different types of trees.
Oh hell yeah.
And beyond that, you can see the sandstone buildings of the town.
Percy, just as soon as like the crowd disperses a little bit, she's gonna just run up to all the trees, just like
Yeah.
go to the grass and use druidcraft like to make like dandelions bloom or like alien
Sure,
dandelions
absolutely.
bloom, and just be like, oh my god, I have it, and just like be like, hello beautiful, like oh you're so good, like and just going like to all the different trees and foliage around, just because I'm pretty sure I've not seen any sort of flora since the Void Harrow, and those were evil trees.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So she's a little.
And before that would have been the Athenium, so it's been a
Yes.
long time.
So it's been a while since I've been around nature. So she's probably like not like hands and knees kind of, but like bent down and just like druid crafting shit around her.
You definitely get the sense that all the wildlife here is so young. Even though some of it is full
okay.
grown, you can tell that it was probably magically enforced.
Interesting.
So everything here is so young and fresh and new.
Awesome.
Yeah, and let me hit you with this: dandelions, but spelled Liens, like aliens. Dandelions.
For sure. I love it. Making a whole bunch of those bloom.
Sebastian,
what?
Sebastian's just gonna smile to Percy. He's loving that she's so happy and stuff. He's gonna walk up to her, put his hand on his shoulder. You're the best, Percy. I love you. Enjoy yourself.
I'll
He's
just
gonna
pick up
kinda-
some dandelions and give it to Seb. Feel like it's nice to be in a safe place, not being hunted. So this is a nice little vacay for us, I guess, even if it's temporary.
Dandelions.
Watt's gonna speak and turn to you, Echo, and say, "Is there any type of tavern in this city?"
Yeah, the Dusty Dunes, I think, was initially established when we got here. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, you
probably
also
still
know-
around. It's a real stand-up joint.
You also know of a tavern called the Sandsea Tavern across the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
swear to God.
there's the Dusty Dunes and the Sensi. Which one do you want to go to?
Whichever one that you.
I like the
either's
Dusty
fine.
Dude.
I bet you do.
We could try both, I guess. It's fine. So this is kind of the feel. I like this feel for exploration today. Is if you guys just want to treat me like a lore machine, and then Will tell me what I need to tell you.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So he asked for directions, by the way. Do you give them to him?
Yeah, sure.
Watt wanders off.
Oh,
Oh, we're not going together.
Let's go get a drink with Watt.
yeah.
Let's
Okay,
go.
we'll follow
could use a
him, I
drink.
guess.
Yeah. Do you guys follow Watt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, little
Yeah,
bit.
I'll
Wait
just start
up.
walking off and say, you might get lost.
He doesn't. He doesn't get lost.
Okay, but still, let's.
He. You guys find yourself traveling through this sprawling. I mean, the architecture of the town is very desert-like, but everything is green here with much trees, much grass, all this other stuff. So it's kind of a sprawling network. Watt finds his way into the dusty dunes and goes to the bar and orders a stiff double.
Nice. I want to do another joke. It's about Star Wars. So it's like Mos Eisley, right?
Yeah,
but heavy on the moss.
Yeah,
It's
Yes,
MOSS.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways.
All right. Man, I had some real zingers with the flora
Watt's
here.
drinking. What do you guys do?
I wonder how he's going to pay for that.
I mean, he has his own money.
Oh, it's good here?
Yeah, credits are credits.
Oh.
I thought they.
Okay.
They have to buy stuff and get stuff shipped in and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh damn! I didn't know Watt had money. Do you guys have money?
I don't have anything. I don't think. I think we gave it all to
Savvy Jack Scratch.
Savvy Jack Scratch. Yes.
Well, I found money.
took us
Was
for a
that
ride.
after? I think I found money after that though, right? Because I wrote down that I found the 666. Was that after or before that?
Yeah.
I vaguely
yes, you
remember
did.
that.
I
I
think
can't
that
remember if
was
it was before
We'll
or
go with
after. Was it after?
I want to
Okay.
say it was
Yeah.
after.
That's what you got.
Okay.
It's all good.
I have
I
nothing.
got you guys. I got you. Gee, what do you want?
Someone might want to check that credit card, just saying.
Is there a?
I thought we could.
Is there an ATM here for that?
No, you'd have to go through like a very specific person.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking that this was a possibility here.
It is a possibility.
I mean, it's the best as he's got it.
Okay, cool.
Because I wanted to forget about the credit card, like I was saying, to do rogue stuff later.
Okay.
I'm in wizard mode right now.
All right.
Like
I'm just saying you probably won't be in another town for a very, 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 very long time.
Maybe on the way out then. Once I know
Exchange your
that in
money.
character. In character, I don't know that. So, yeah. Okay. So we get a drink.
Yeah. What's the
Bass will
special
pay for
here?
it.
Do you know?
God damn it.
Or like what like not special, but like what's what
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
guys?
Echo knows all the special
Yeah,
things. This is his
it's,
place,
Echo.
Dusty Dune. He made it up.
Okay,
so, yeah.
hang on a second. It's the dusty, and then what do we want to put at the end of it that would make it sound appetizing to drink?
I can't.
Oh, a dust devil. Let's order some dust devils.
Okay,
That's
sure.
nice.
That's
not
the
bad.
drink of
That's not
choice
bad.
is a dust devil. They put a little dirt in it, but you don't taste it. When they
They
bring
put a lot of cinnamon in it.
Yeah.
It sits at the
There you
bottom
go.
and it looks like sand.
and you stir it, and it looks like a dust devil.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
That's why they call it that.
We did it.
That's
But it's
dope.
alcohol of some kind.
All right, you guys are having Dust Devils, and
Ooh, it's like a agave sort of based alcohol. Like everything will be like deserty, like mezcal or tequila or something like that. Those will be the base for most of the drinks here.
sounds good.
Oh yeah.
A double sunrise. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff.
I think it becomes apparent after about 50 minutes that Watt is very intent on drinking himself under a table.
Oh man.
I guess I gotta carry that little guy out of here, huh?
I think so.
We should probably leave him on the ship. I don't want to like. This isn't the impression I was going for. What? I know.
That's fucked
I
up.
know things. I know things are bad. But
Watt says, just leave me to it. You guys explore the town. I just need some time alone.
okay,
I'll find my way to the ship after.
I guess that's fine.
I trust
Is
him.
he gonna be okay like that if we leave him here?
I
don't
trust
want
him. I
to-
think he'd be all right.
Yeah, I
I
think.
don't think you.
Yeah.
I don't want to come off wrong. What? I don't think you're gonna beat anybody up or anything. I just mostly puke related. I guess.
I'll be fine.
Okay, he's a dwarf. No, he's a gnome.
He's a
gnome.
gnome.
Whoops.
He's a gnome.
Okay, that doesn't track for the con thing then. Well, he's gonna poison himself.
Oh, he's a rock gnome. So.
Okay, so
He's
there's not so
immune.
bad.
He's good. Yeah.
All right.
Should we? Do you want to show us some of your old stomping grounds, Echo, or?
All right, I'm going to name locations that I've written down.
Cool.
Feel free to go to them or make some up.
Okay.
So there's the militia training ground. There's the militia base in operations. There's the Museum of Exodus. There's the open market. There are the Sun Gardens, the Academy of the Blade Song, Alexio's Arcanium, Maxi Miri's Machine Shop, Rush's Weapons, Feliday's Fabrics, Pip's Poultices, Ceres' Supplies, the Mistarine Hall, which is where the council is, and the Six Towers alongside that.
Okay.
The Olam Music Hall, and the Sansi Tavern, and Echo's Place.
Well, let's go have a drink at the Sandsea. It's not as big,
No,
but
we're not going there. You guys drink your damn Dust Devils. Now move on.
see the double sunrise is over there. But okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Usually it's $1 beers on Tuesday here, and then $10 pitchers across the street on Thursdays. So, But anyway, it's Wednesday, so I'm not worried about it. How about what stood out to you guys? I know what stood out to me.
You know what stood out to me was those gardens.
Gordon's.
Those good gardens.
The market stood out to me,
Okay.
and the museum of mass exodus. The Exodus Museum, what was it?
The Museum of Exodus. Yes.
Museum of Exodus. That's probably a good lore thing for us.
Yeah. Because we have to wait till tonight. Is that what we have to do? Wait till tonight?
Yeah, they said tonight they'll summon you, which probably means, and I think Echo would know this, that they'll expect you to be at Echo's place so you can receive the summons.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess let's go to the or the Museum of Exodus.
What about you, Freeland? Did anything stand out to you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the militia training grounds kind of piqued his ear a little bit, of course, but nothing stood out.
Yeah.
Was that different from the Bladesong Academy? Was there two different
It was
spots?
different,
Oh, okay.
and you also probably know that like outsiders aren't going to be allowed in there. That's their military stuff.
Bess, we can probably go by there, but I doubt even I could get in right now.
That makes sense. No, for sure.
We could go look though.
Peek through a window.
It's actually, we go through the market and past the military base, and then there's the gardens, so that kind of makes sense,
there
right?
we go.
Let's just
See? Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, the market's kind of like a breezeway. You can kind of go everywhere from there, probably, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
If the DM says it's cool.
Yep, it is cool.
All right, let's walk through the market and see what that's like.
Okay, so the open market here is mostly just like an open farmer's market, what people are growing and selling and general goods, stuff like that. Stuff that your everyday person's going to need, not so much like an adventurer market.
Yeah, totally.
That's what those more individual stores like Hagor for.
Blankets with fruit and stuff on them.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
Man. Okay.
And I mean, it's kind of a trip probably for everyone not Echo to see like an imperial elf selling fruits and dressed in really humble garb, standing next to a shop with a couple gnomes selling like household gadgets and tools and stuff like that.
Right. Where did we land on? Are there more imperial elves than regular elves?
It's getting close to 50-50 these days because now the Imperials are having kids.
Right. Sweet. Yeah, so that's kind of the blend here. 50% elf and then 25-25 down the middle of me type and them type.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
That is cool. We'll buy some home fruit. I'll recommend some things to try. Oh, we have to. When did you guys start carrying berries? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Stuff like that. Like we have to try these. They come from the homeland. They like outside of town. That sort of thing.
Yeah, they'll definitely be giving free samples, mostly because the fact that Echo's back is a great thing.
Oh yeah.
People know who Echo is because they know who his parents are.
Echo, grab a couple of your favorite like fruits and stuff, and I can grow them in my room.
Ooh.
I can grow them in my greenhouse.
That's sick.
That doesn't exist anymore. That'll have to remake from the ground up.
Oh fuck! It's in the food.
Oh no! The health potions are destroyed.
I'm
sorry,
even
Jake.
sadder now. Fuck.
Oh,
Poor
the
Jake.
hamsters. The hamsters are dead. Carter's dead. Okay. A good positive is Carter's laptop is gone.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
But the hamsters, though.
The hamsters are dead. Oh my God. R.I.P. We didn't even talk about it.
I finally did it. I finally killed you guys' pets.
You guys, you will kill
like
all our hamsters.
Like I do in every one shot. I kill
God
the
damn
pets.
it! It's true.
Oh, we got Ranger Danger coming up. We'll get you back.
R.I.P. What pancake?
Oh no, you actually have pets in Ranger Danger.
I do. Yes.
I don't mean that. I'm not gonna kill it.
What was it? Ira,
okay.
Dag, and Dirk. R.I.P. Poor.
Oh, they did have names.
pouring one out to
Shit.
my homies.
And they have fan art.
Yes,
do.
they're
What the
dead.
hell? I wanted them to get on these starlings
Hey, I
so
had to get
bad.
some real stakes because freaking I can't take Sebastian down because he's invincible.
So you had to go for the
So you
hamster.
killed my
go for the
BBs. I'm so sad.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll frame it like, Percy, you need some new stuff to grow.
Oh yes,
you know?
yeah.
Absolutely.
So I guess we'll get some mushrooms too for health potions again.
Sure. Yeah.
Do they have those?
Well,
Maybe not mushrooms.
Whatever.
Yeah, those
Because
were
this
special.
environment isn't great for mushrooms, but Haven has a spectacular type of pomegranate that heals,
Ooh.
and we'll name it at some point. I don't know.
A Helogranite.
No, we're not naming it that.
A Palma HP
We'll
plus.
call it I'll just rip it from Hades, a palm of power.
The power palms. Palm of
Power
power.
palms.
Power palm.
Yeah, there we go.
palms.
Power palms.
We just call them pom poms for short.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll gather up. As we traverse the market, we won't spend too long at any one place, but we'll gather things of interest, particularly keeping in mind Persephone's new grow room. Persephone, there's a place here. They don't sell it out in the market, but there's a special plant that I will get you that you can grow. It'll be very choice.
Okay.
Is it like the
makes-
tea?
It's gonna get us
You
high.
can do all kinds of things with it. You can do things like that. You can kind of strip it down and make rope. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, that
All right,
sort of
guys.
thing.
Where are we off to next?
We're on our way to the military joint.
Okay.
I guess the Blade Song Academy and the military place are probably nearby each other since they're intrinsically
out.
linked. Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see
Okay.
here. Let's see. We're looking at 1, 2, and 8. So 8. No, they are on opposite sides of town.
That's okay then.
Well, because one is like a military thing. The
Oh,
other
one's
is
a
more
school.
like a cultural school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're heading towards the gardens, and one of them will be on the way to the military.
Let's actually
thing.
see. Where are the gardens in relation to everything else? 6. It's kind of halfway between. So, and then the market, if you go from the market to the Sun Gardens, then the next best would be the Blade Academy.
Okay.
Like the next closest stop.
Okay, maybe we'll do a loop around. You guys can see where I went to school.
Sure.
Yeah, let's check it out.
See the old joint. Smoked a lot of cigarettes in the bathroom. Just kidding.
Jeez.
I did not.
So the Sun Gardens are in this walled off location with these large sandstone walls with kind of like these pointed, exaggerated kind of designs.
Okay.
And the main gateway is wide open. I take it you guys walk through.
Yeah.
Within, you guys see a really spectacular garden not held together, but with the main flora being Seldarine trees. These are white trunked, gorgeous trees with almost a blue-green leafage that droops down in almost like a willow tree a little bit. And they're all fairly large, and interspersed between them is like lush bushes, ferns, all this other stuff, but there are also like these white paved walkways, and there are natural brooks, and there are also fountains where a lot of these walkways meet. And you guys see more than a few furbolgs in robes wandering about and attending to all the different plants.
Okay.
Um,
I told you.
this is so beautiful. Where to? I don't know where to go first. Should we just?
I like to take this path. I usually tour it like this, and I'll show them.
Okay,
Yeah, please.
So you guys are wandering around, and it's very lovely. You hear the song of exotic birds. You also hear songs being sung by singers. It's very siren in cadence. Eventually, the paths wind around to a bridge that crosses over a larger stream, and you see that there's actually 5 bridges going across to this island surrounded by this stream. And the island is mostly like this empty like meadow, with the exception at the very end of it, towards the back of it, there's the largest Seldarine tree you guys have seen thus far, maybe 3 times as large as the rest. And it just seems to be this open area, and there are a few furbolgs around the tree, and they seem to be on their knees meditating.
Can I go over there?
Sure.
Can I like not exactly like, because probably the whole time she was in there, she was like stealing glances at the other furbolgs. like still very into these plants and everything, but the furbolgs are kind of, she's never met one not with a slave collar on. So she's very stoked about that. So if she sees them around the tree, she'll walk up behind and see, like sit respectfully, not like trying to interrupt them or anything.
Okay.
But be there.
Okay. So they're going to be meditating for a while, so it depends on how long you want to hang out.
Is this, how far from the tree are they?
They're probably 20 feet back from the tree.
Okay. Can I oof. I want to do speak with plants, but I feel like it would be weird because I don't want you to role play a tree right now if you're not ready for that, Will.
I mean, do whatever you want to do. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's got to be ready.
I will cast speak with plants on the big tree, on the big Sildarian.
Neat.
Okay, cool. So you do this, and it opens up a stream of communication between the two of you.
Yes.
And you're immediately overwhelmed by the vastness of this tree's intellect and awareness. This tree is smarter than you and wiser than you and has lived an extraordinary long time. And you're kind of given flashes of its experience from a sapling aboard a vessel being sung to life by singers thousands of years ago, until it was the main tree on a cruising vessel, all the way till that cruising vessel went crashing down, and it was through the magic singers that they managed to transplant it and bring it here and then replant it and begin the sun gardens.
How dope. And are all these other trees in the area and everything like that, like its saplings, like its offspring more or less?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just kind of like take in all that history and just say, you have a beautiful family here. Wise tree. I don't know what to call you.
The Great Deku Tree.
Yeah,
It's going to show you where the Master Sword is right now. Hang on.
The communication you're getting from it is almost like a melodic humming, if you will, that you can just naturally understand, and you feel joy and acceptance at your presence, and it's just happy that you are here and before it, and you just feel love. You feel love coming from the Sildarian trees around you.
That's dope.
You can ask questions, I suppose. You will get answers.
She's just gonna, I think, just bask in it for a little bit, because I think since it's been so long since she's connected with a benevolent source as far as like plant goes. So I think this might just be like a nice reprieve from like all the feelings she's been feeling the past like week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So she's
definitely
probably
good for the soul.
Yeah, she's probably just gonna soak in it for it only lasts 10 minutes, so she's just gonna sit there for 10 minutes.
That's after about 10 minutes, the three furbolgs that are meditating in front of you guys rise up. The one in the center turns to the ones on his right and left and gives them like a hand gesture and says something under his breath, and they move on. He turns around, and you guys recognize him as one of the furbolgs who was a member of the council. He steps forward to you, Percy, and bows, and he says, "Greetings, youngling. I am Rohorn. It is very nice to meet you."
Rohorn. She will also bow and just say, "It's you don't know how much of a pleasure it is to meet you, councilman, right?"
You may call me Rohorn, or Speaker, if you wish. I am Speaker for the furbolgs in this community.
I am Persephone Gold Petal. It is a pleasure, Speaker.
He says, "Tell me, do you hail from an imperial choir, or were you born free?"
I was born free. I think we will we can cover the logistics of it tonight, but
He nods at that.
yeah.
Well, welcome to the Sun Gardens, and if you have any questions, feel free to seek me out. I shall be here until sunset. And he bows to you. He bows to the rest of you guys, and he begins to walk off.
Yeah, always a pleasure, Rohorn.
It is good to see you again, Arcadian.
a trip getting called my name here like that, just all willy nilly.
So what do you guys do next?
I guess Percy will just turn to them and be like, I could spend all day here. So if you guys want to do something, we should, like, I can leave. Obviously, I'm going to leave, but you guys need to make me leave because I don't want to do I don't want to do that.
Well, hey, here's something I should have done when we first got here. I'll just drop a pin on our map for Echo's house. So if anybody wants to go on a solo, they can, and we can meet up. You know, that'll probably send it to Watt. Not that somebody's gonna have to go check on that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll yeah, you can stay here if you want, and we can move on, or you can come with us to. I believe we're going by school, Blade School, Blade Song School.
I just wrote Academy of the Blade Song.
Sure, the Academy. Sure.
I'll stay like just a little bit longer, but I'll meet you guys at the Blade School. Whatever you just called it.
I'll have a Foursquare app will ping us every 5 minutes or so you can follow us. Where do we go?
Awesome.
I don't even know if Foursquare is still a fucking thing. Nobody probably even knows what that is, huh? Oh my gosh.
Don't think so.
All right, so you guys are headed to the academy, right? It's just Echo and Sebastian at this point?
Yeah.
All right. You guys get there, and Echo, I mean, you know the grounds, you know how to get in. And you go out probably to the training grounds where you expect to see students training?
Yeah, I guess so. Out back. I'm just going to kind of tour the facility real quick and like tell Bass like the finer points of what it's like to be an academy student and like,
cool.
This is where they have the bathrooms, you know, like that sort of thing.
You give them the tour, and when you guys get out to the training grounds, you see that a lot of the young non-Imperial elves, I guess we'll call them Arcadian elves. The young Arcadian elves are out here doing their training rounds with some wooden swords and stuff. And there's a female elf, also Arcadian among them, yelling instructions. And as you approach, you recognize it is your sister.
Oh shit.
Aloea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering how to pronounce it. Aloea.
Codename Refrain.
She's sternly barking like instructions at them, improvements, you know, all that other stuff. She's being a teacher.
I'll kind of Echo's nervous about it. You know, she's like a stern. I kind of picture her as the one of the Armstrongs from Full Metal Brotherhood.
That's how I was picturing.
Yeah, she's like
okay,
she's
cool.
the female general.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
I forget.
But she
her
was
name.
awesome.
Is it
But
Olivia?
she's really Olivia.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm sort of the I forget his name now too. And it just came up in Dungeoncast.
It did. I just call him Armstrong. What is his name? That'll come to
regular Armstrong, buff arm, shirtless Armstrong.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm more of that personality type where you know she's this other side of the coin here. But I'll kind of take her blind side as she's directing instructions to another student, and like kind of fix somebody's elbow. You know, they're formed like, here, do you want to stand a little bit more like this?
Yeah, sure. They'll follow your instructions.
You know, totally full of kindness. It's like, you're doing a good job.
Okay, at some point, Aloea turns around.
Right. Probably right after that.
And she yells in Elven. So Sebastian might not understand this, but she yells.
New Elven, huh?
Yeah, this is New Elven.
Yeah.
And she doesn't necessarily have a translator on. So she tells her students to halt, and they all stop and to step to the side. And she steps forward to you, Echo, and she draws her blade, and she says, "Let us see how much you've improved, brother."
Okay.
So Sebastian has no idea what's going on. So his hand on his hilt of his sword, like, what the fuck is going on?
I'll wave him off. I'll wave you off.
Okay, I'm
if
like,
that's
okay,
like, it's fine. When I go to wave him off, this hand gesture to like stay him, my sword hilt will come out as I do it and drop into my other hand, and my sword will expand.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll immediately go into formation.
Okay. But armor off or armor on?
Oh, she's going to.
She hasn't made a move yet.
I'll stay Sebastian, and I'll stay solo. And if she attacks me, I'll blade song. But no armor yet. If she comes to attack me, then I won't armor.
Yeah, I think we'll stay away from the actual blade song but
Okay.
we're going to go into some formation. So we're going to do some basic sparring.
Ooh.
Nothing too complicated. We'll do a series of 3 contests.
Okay.
So she goes on the offensive, and I want an athletics check contest.
Okay. Sounds good. I need a character.
What level would you say LOA is?
She is my backup character, so
Same level as you.
she should be on par with us, but all wizard.
All wizard. Gotcha.
Okay. Athletics, huh? Here we go. Okay.
I'll use this thing right here.
I'm fucking trained in athletics. Hell yeah.
Got a 20, not natural.
I got a 6.
Okay. So she's immediately putting bruises on your arms. And now you find yourself in a need to escape. So it's acrobatics contest time.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Which I will give her, a 9 she only got.
Acrobatics. I only got an 8.
So yeah, you start moving away and she's losing you, but then she begins to predict you and she gets ahead of you.
Okay.
And now you know the only way you're getting out of this situation is if you use your arcane knowledge to better shield yourself against her blows.
Yeah, that would be like I'll use my reactions to expend spell slots to shield.
Yeah,
sure.
But for the contest, what we'll do is Arcana contest.
Okay, that sounds cool. Time for you, third die.
I crit failed.
Okay, I got a 21.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and flavor how you're gonna turn the tides a little bit here. Not enough to win the fight, but enough to hold your own.
Yeah, I think I'm immediately am taken aback because of her aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start losing ground and I'll start getting hit, and then I'll start I'll root my feet in and the shield. She'll go for a strike on I'll leave an area exposed.
Yeah.
And she'll take that opportunity, and my shield magic will come out and
Nice.
and deflect me and kind of maybe take her off guard a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I think the way I picture it happening is it would have been the killing blow,
Right.
But it bounces off, and she doesn't expect it because she had such an upper hand that actually vibrates the blade out of her hand.
Sure, and I'll smile when I go for it. You know, like maybe she strikes and it stops, and the shield will vibrate the blade.
Yeah.
like I'll kind of do that.
There we go. That's cool. And
I'll show form my roguish and fighter form, and since there's no blade song here,
sure.
I'll be using a different style of fighting to move forward.
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. So at this point, she says, "Enough," and she puts her sword away and all that other stuff. What do you do?
I'll just drop I'm going to sheath my sword
Yeah.
behind me, but it's just a ploy. It just vanishes behind me.
Yeah, okay. She says, "Adequate," and she marches forward and embraces you. She says, "I'm still very angry with you, brother, but it is good to have you home."
I understand. Perhaps I don't want to interrupt your class, so perhaps we can catch up later.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Excellent.
And she goes back to her class.
Yeah, I'll
See like the glisten of tears in her eyes, but she doesn't cry.
I'll smile at the students. Go down memory lane for a second.
They're all in awe at what they just saw. Like they just saw some experts go at it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll thumbs up them.
Cool. Alrighty. So she goes back to her class. She's not going to pay you guys any more attention for now. What do you guys do?
Well, so when Echo walks back, Sebastian's going to have a huge grin on his face, like, "Yes, that was fantastic."
I would say
Love
Percy
it.
shows up about now.
Yeah, I was gonna walk up.
Percy, did you see that? That was amazing. I love that shit.
Oh, thanks, guys. Echo's keeping it together really, really well. And as soon as we round the building out of sight, I'll be like, "Oh my god, my arm!"
What did I miss?
Oh, epic. It was epic. Just seeing the
Aloha.
moves.
Aloha, my sister.
That's your sister?
That was your sister. What?
Holy shit.
I missed your
God
sister.
damn. She's
Yeah,
a tough
my
ass, isn't she?
My elder sister. She is the first child of the Blade Song, the first of us to master it.
Oh.
Huh.
And she,
Pretty
I learned
badass.
much from her. I learned much from her.
and she
She is fierce.
she whooped your butt.
Eh, What do you think, Bess?
She started off strong, but Echo got her in the end.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, is there anything you guys want to do in town before we fast forward to the council meeting?
Should we?
Go to the military.
I think as we're walking too, Sebastian wants to know what to expect in this meeting as well too. So he's just going to start asking Echo some questions as we're walking. I don't know. We're going to walk to the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
What
go
can I-
walk past it.
Okay.
You see that it's pretty tightly
Yeah, I
kept,
just
and
wanna
they're
see how
not
it's-
letting
what it looks
unauthorized personnel in.
The horns of Neoletho.
They ring.
They ring. They ring out.
Should we check on Watt before we time skip, or should we do that after? How?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go by the military joint. I'll be like, sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you about this one.
It's all right. Just want to check it out real quick.
It's cool
Gotta
in
get a
there,
look.
though. I know you'd love it. And I'll debrief you guys. Like, hey, look, there's like 10 years of time that has not been accounted for. I'm showing up with strangers. When I called mom and dad, I didn't exactly explain the finer points of what has happened. It is more is culminating to this moment. We're going to kind of hash things out, I think, and I'm going to have to explain myself. So,
Okay.
Just expect. Be ready to tell your story. I cannot convey what you've been through as well as you could, obviously. So, just be prepared for that, to hear some things and perhaps punishment. I'm willing to accept whatever it is that is coming my way. I feel as though I've earned it, certainly. But yes, maybe we should go check on Walt.
I think it's a good idea.
You guys do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys get to the Dusty Dunes?
Dusty Dunes.
You guys get to the Dusty Dunes.
The only
and
bar in town.
It's probably been about an hour and some change, would
Okay.
you say?
Yeah, probably at least that.
At least. We'll say an hour and a half.
Okay.
Watt's not there.
Oh man. Is this Foursquare on? Nothing.
Okay.
Is this fucking share location on his bracer jack?
Yeah, sure.
Which is the modern Foursquare.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
is he in the ship?
He's in the ship.
Okay.
Maybe that's for the best. Although he's going to be summoned as well, yes?
Well, he isn't now. I mean, if he is, he probably isn't coming unless you go get him.
Is he in the condition to actually say anything?
Yeah,
I doubt
maybe
it.
we should give
Is it acceptable to leave him?
give him his time.
I mean, there are worse things that could happen. You got everyone else with you.
Let's go ask him.
I think he needs some time alone. If Echo, if you think we're sufficient enough to have the meeting and everything like that, maybe we can let them know that we lost our captain very recently, and hopefully they'll understand.
Yeah. Somebody wise once said that there are worse things that could happen than Watt not showing up at the meeting. So yeah, maybe we'll leave him to his own. You guys want to see my house?
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
let's check it out.
Me too, for the first time.
All right. You guys head to Echo's place.
I've got the ping pong in there.
Hey,
You tell me what your house is like, man. It's up to you.
It's got ping pong with like a hologram person you can play against, but now there's real people. I pull the hilt of my sword out and I look at Bass with intent in my eyes, and my blade begins to expand, but then it kind of like turns into a big paddle.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you want to play?
Would Bass even know what this is?
He's ping pong.
Yeah, sure. You've seen enough modern. You've been alive in the future long enough to know
Okay,
what ping
I've
pong
seen
is.
people playing.
Yeah,
I've never
ESPN 8,
played.
the Ocho.
Yeah. I've never played, but I'll give it a try. Sure.
Well, I'm sure you'll be adept, as you are at most things physical. It's more a dexterity thing, but you can also hit the ball very hard.
That's right up my alley, right there. Sure.
All right. This is slightly bigger than normal ping pong, but essentially it's exactly the same.
So it's like pickleball.
It's like pickle. Sure. What the fuck is pickleball?
Okay, it's a
I don't
thing.
want to talk about it.
It's like big ping pong.
This is welcome to Big Ping Pong, aka pickleball.
It's like halfway between tennis and ping pong is what pickleball is.
I imagine somebody's been through here to clean. And if
No,
They haven't? No? Okay. So I'm just start. Okay, before the ping pong thing, I'm prestidigitating the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, sure.
I'll turn on the room. I'll try to turn on my Roomba, but it's dead because it hasn't been plugged in. It it got to the edge of the stairs and just like stopped. Like that's where
9
it was.
years ago.
Like dang, yeah.
Old
I'll
food
plug
out
in
on the counter.
Roomba. Yeah.
All the food's bad, definitely. No good food.
Dang.
Here.
I'll mend the food.
I don't think that works.
doesn't
No.
work.
Damn. Yeah, I'll prestidigitate all the dirt away and get it.
Sure.
It won't take Echo long to do that. He's
All right.
probably like just breaking a sweat a little bit by the end of it. A magical sweat. It smells like the weave.
So you guys are hanging out, playing ping pong. Anything else you guys want to do before we fast forward to sunset?
I don't think so. I'm good.
Echo has there was like a crock pot full of mulled wine that he was trying to make. He's like, oh my god. No, yeah, that's it.
All right. So sunset comes and a runner finally comes knocking on the door. And you guys are expected at the Mestarian Hall as soon as is your earliest convenience.
Who won at ping pong?
Give me an athletic contest.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad. I rolled a 16, but that's a boost up to 20, I think.
That beats me. I got a 12.
Oh, bass.
So you beat him pretty soundly.
Practice hands. Did Percy play any ping pong?
Sure. She would have tried.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, shit. Which
I'll do a new
dice?
one.
Played winner. Go for it.
Athletics. Dirty 20.
Oh, that one's only a 13 for me.
Ooh, Percy.
Percy, the
Damn.
ping pong queen.
Okay, it's only fair for Bass and Percy
She'll
to
just
play around.
she'll
Okay,
spin the
Come on,
paddle.
Percy. Let's do this.
Sure. Athletics. Ooh.
16.
24.
Dang, Percy's
Hell yeah,
killing
Percy
it.
rules at ping pong.
This is like choo,
Nice.
choo, choo.
Damn.
It's that height she's got. She's got.
I got that
reach.
reach. Yeah.
She's got the fresh smell of like flora in her
Yeah.
nostrils for the first time in a while.
I'm feeling
She's hype.
good.
Real quick, I play a match against my ping pong hologram that I usually like, the practice hologram, and it's Christopher Walken from Balls of Fury.
Or as they say back in China, ping pong. Listen
Ping
to
pong.
Do you guys head straight to the Mestarian Hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys enter through the main dome entryway, and once you're inside the building, it actually reminds all of you of the time you were aboard the Amleth Hana, because this too was an elven ship before it became a building, and white wooden walls and clear round pathways and
Oh, we forgot to go to the
sliding
museum.
doors. Yeah, you.
So I'll have to
super did.
tell Freeland, because I think Freeland is like totally out of the loop in terms of what this place is.
Okay.
But and for Jake too, my people stole one of these big vessels. Like
Yeah.
I cannot say the name.
I would say I will say like a group of like 20 Imperial elves with as many slaves as they could carry.
Right, exactly. We pieced out. We did some big magic thing to probably get out of there. Loose details, but they landed this ship here, and the ship is what's responsible for like kind of terraforming this area to be habitable. So
That and the singers.
and the singers help facilitate that. So that's why this building is here. It's a ship that became a building.
For sure. Oh, that's cool.
Eventually, you guys are led by a runner to a large circular room with windows overviewing the town below. So you guys are a few stories up now. There are orange lights outside the window. You guys see orange lights that light the sandstone windows and doors of the community. There are 7 low chairs that encircle the room. Each has a council member in it. And you see Gendrick, and he speaks to you guys, and he says, "Please enter."
I do.
You guys are kind of forced by the nature of the room to take the very center of the room, and you guys are surrounded by the 7 on all sides. And he says, "As I said before, I am Gendrick, first councilman of Haven. Arcadian, you've been away for some time, and you have brought with you outsiders not yet vetted or screened by the arbiters. We trust this is not without reason. Please tell us where you've been and why you've broken protocol to bring these companions with you here."
So he's asking me
He basically wants to know you guys' story.
like where he's specifically asking me where I've. He didn't like directly ask me where I've been for 10 years. He just wants to know why I brought outsiders here. Without...
Well, he wants to know. He does want to know where you've been and why you brought these people here. He doesn't know if they're necessarily connected or not. He's just basically, where have you been, bro? What's happened? What's going on?
Okay. So everybody's here. Are my parents part of this council?
No.
Okay.
You learned that your parents are off world.
Right.
Doing something with bringing some more refugees in.
Mm-hmm.
They're expected to arrive soon, within the week.
Right.
Rohorn, that Furbolg you guys talked to, is sitting here.
Okay.
Amongst the 7.
So you want me to like drop this as echo, or you want me to kind of? Can we just like kind of?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'll just bring it up. Like, I'm sure you guys are all aware of the incident that took place at the time of my departure, sort of thing. I'm ashamed to say that I could not face you all after what happened until now. I am also ashamed to say that our meeting is born of necessity, of great weight. I bring these outsiders here to you now as a necessity. There are dire circumstances beyond what you know happening in our galaxy at this time. Perhaps it would shed a little more insight as to what is happening to learn the history of my compatriots. This is Persephone Goldpetal. She is connected with the spirit of our galaxy. Very strong connection in the way I've not seen. This is Sebastian Crenshaw, the last of his kind. I will allow them to speak more on this, and I'll go ahead and bow out.
Okay.
For now.
So before we get into it, your guys' story is way too long for us to like sit here and let you like orate it to us.
Right.
So let's go over what are the things you do tell and what are the things you don't tell to these people about who you are and how you got all the way here.
I'm definitely leaving all the hell stuff out.
Okay, cool.
No going.
Hell stuff left out.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It's funny because that's like half of Echo's experience with you guys.
I know. I picked up like magic on my last level up based off of
The hell
that
stuff.
experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so
I
not
haven't
the hell
used it
stuff.
yet, but I will eventually.
Like how much of the Prim stuff, the secret stuff, the entity from an outer world stuff, the city of Lost Kadath, the super cool dope ship you guys have now, the fact that Prim is in some sort of weird state, and the Illithids and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And the time travel.
I say everything,
Yeah.
but that's just my own.
Including the hell stuff?
I don't know why we would like Sebastian has reason to omit that he sold his soul to the devil, but
We won't include that part.
Yeah.
So.
But other than that, I mean, I don't see why.
I think Sebastian's going to be hesitant to talk about the time travel. He I don't know. He won't volunteer that information. If Percy does, she does, but Sebastian won't.
Okay.
About the time travel.
I think, Percy, would you have the prudence to leave that private matter out?
about the time travel.
No, about the
hell?
selling the soul of the devil.
Yes, yeah. I don't feel like I would air his business like that out like that.
But otherwise, you guys spill the beans on everything.
Everything else, I feel like, is pertinent information.
Okay, I feel like this takes like almost 2 hours to get it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the screen, the top view, it goes gray, and you see everybody talking really fast.
Exactly.
That happens in Golden Sun.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure.
because they have to explain all this dumb shit that happened.
Yeah,
and it's like at the end of it, they're like, "So wait a second, the fuck?" And they're like, "Yep, that's what happened."
Okay, so when it's all said and done, Gendrick says, "This is an ostensible amount to go over. We're going to have to convene, and likely we will be up through the night. Come back at dawn, and we will have much to say on whether you can stay or not."
Yeah, I want to say something, but I don't think I should. So just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, just like we're not gonna stay anyway.
Yeah, but like basically, like, do you need to leave now or?
Oh,
whatever?
yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Like banishment, mind wipe, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know about the mind wipe thing yet? Has Echo shared that yet?
Hey, did you?
I don't.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't matter yet. I'll tell you guys before it happens. Like, look, this is just a thing, it's gotta happen if it happens. We'll probably do him too. I mean, like, who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait.
Okay. You guys do anything in the night?
I do a good sleep.
Okay, good sleep.
Good elven sleep.
Gotcha.
Do a sleep.
Well, I think
Go ahead, Sebastian.
go ahead, Jake.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just saying that I think Sebastian would go back to the ship and stay on the ship and keep an eye on Watt and Prim.
Okay. Nothing's changed. Watt's asleep when you get there.
Okay. Jake.
So you guys arrive back at dawn, and you're expected, and you're guided back to the council room. And Gendrick stands. The council has come to a decision. It is unfortunate, but you all cannot stay here with the exception of Arcadian himself. That being said, we recognize that you are not enemies. We will refrain from now from wiping your minds of the location of this place. And we will assist you in leaving as soon as possible. It is our understanding that your means of travel in your ship relies on this young lady you've spoken of, Primina. I would suggest, and Rohorn here has, volunteered his singers to apply their healing services. So if you are agreeable with that, we can have her transported to the Sun Gardens and they can take a look at her.
Echo will bow and say, we are humbled by your hospitality and generosity. We would gladly accept with the consent of my compatriots, obviously. And I don't think Primina can consent to anything right now,
she's
right?
knocked out.
If it's all right, I would like to be there in the Sun Gardens with Rohorn and the singers and our friend Primina. If that is
Gendrick looks at Rohorn,
permissible.
and Rohorn looks at you, Percy, and he nods.
Thank you, Speaker.
Gendrick says, we will not apply to you guys a strict deadline, but know that sooner is better than later.
Agreed. So like no more than a day, sounds like.
I think it's more like figure it out within the week.
Oh, okay.
At least, or
that's a while.
figure out a plan within the day, and that plan will hopefully be like within a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I probably will see my folks.
It's possible. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do this heal shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys begin to leave the room, and Rohorn is actually going to leave with you guys. Echo, as you guys are about to leave, Gendrick says, Echo, there's something I'm going to speak with you privately about. It can be tonight if you wish, or now. It's up to you. I understand that you have a friend to help.
Yes, let's focus on that. I will come by after everything is said and done with this matter. I must feel obligated to oversee as well.
Very good. And he nods.
Okay.
So Prim's a dragon.
Ominous.
Prim's a dragon, and taking her out like mechanically is going to be pretty much impossible. So
I was just tensors floating disc that shit.
well, I mean, just getting her down a hallway and stuff, and into the elevator.
That's what the disc is for. This is literally what the spell is for.
I mean, she
carry 500 whatever.
It's
plus
not the
pound.
weight; it's the size.
Yeah,
She won't fit.
She won't
so,
fit on my disc.
Can I?
Well, no,
even
she won't
have that
fit
in the
down the
hall?
hallways or through a door or into the elevator.
I can de-door her out of there.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was gonna say they were gonna try and work out a teleportation thing.
That-
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool.
I was gonna polymorph her. That was my.
Or that. Yeah, okay, we had ideas.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what do you guys do to get her out of here?
I've never used Dimension Door, and I really want to. So can I take this
Yeah,
one?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Jump your 500 feet.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, cool. I take it you drop her down to the meadow grounds.
Yeah.
At which point, a team of singers, maybe 10 of them, use magic to levitate her and start carrying her through the town towards the Sun Gardens.
Cool.
You guys will make it all the way to the heart of the Sun Gardens, which is before that large Sildarian tree. We'll name that tree. As a matter of fact, Persephone, you know the name of that tree. The tree's name is Ryuho.
Ryuho. Is that an Outlaw Star reference?
It is a Tenchi Muyo.
Oh, that one. Yeah, it rang a bell to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, or is it Escryad? I can't remember. Either way, that's its name. And they sit Primina before this tree, and they immediately begin to get to studying the Suldar and asking you questions about Prim. So it's at this point I will remind you that the song that was originally on her was mapped out by two dragons named Brightwind and Lightsong.
Mm-hmm.
And
we know them. Well, Carter knew them.
Yeah, Carter knew them. So Percy and Sebastian, you guys remember this, and you guys probably still have the information on your bracer jack.
Yeah.
And do you reveal that information?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I
Okay.
still have like the photos of the layout of it and everything like that. I remember I had taken
Yeah,
photos, so
yeah.
I'll show them that as well because I want to
Okay.
learn.
So they will get to looking at all this stuff, and this is going to be like hours of research and questions and stuff like that. Eventually, the Rohorn approaches you guys after conferring with all of his singers, and he says, "We're dealing with a powerful song of sealing, and this seal, like all songs, was designed to end at some point. This ended prematurely. Unfortunately, your friend has become tangled within the seal itself, and so she seems to be trapped in some sort of intermittent state. This is going to be beyond us in the state that we are now. Untangling her from this is going to require a powerful focus as well as a deep connection. Well, we have the deep connection with the three of you, but we are going to require something exceptionally powerful in healing properties. Unfortunately, there is only one I know of that is attainable by the public, technically.
Oh, you mean the pom pom?
No, not the pump. Deep in Draconic Star territory is a world called the Lassia. A water spirit known as the Lady of the Sunlit Shallows dwells here. And within her temple, a person worthy of her gifts can receive some of her waters, the water of the Lassia. A powerful healing agent and natural focus. If you can get this focus, it would help the probability of us saving your friend. To do so without it would be incredibly dangerous and might end with her dying.
Quest. Side quest, main quest. Main quest, side quest. Let's go. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, so what do you guys say when Rohorn says this to you guys?
Percy will say, we'll do anything to bring her back.
Very well. Then we will begin preparations on our end. Worry not. We shall keep your friend safe and do our best to give her sustenance.
Thank you.
With that, he bows, and he takes his singers elsewhere in the Sunlit Gardens.
They're setting up like a fucking tarp over her and shit.
So yeah, you guys are going to have to leave Prim here and probably take the Starling, I would imagine.
Yeah. I did want to get it looked at before we leave. You know, just a tune up probably. Not that I haven't been taking care of it, but like, this is where it was built. This is where it should be repaired.
Sure.
And there's a mechanic shop, I think, in your list. So
There is. Moxie Miri.
yeah, I did want to like I wanted to tack it on the end, if we were going to have time before we left. And it sounds like we do. Well, maybe not at this exact moment, but.
So is there anything you guys want to do between now and Echo meeting with Gendrick?
I was going to say meet with Gendrick, but then you ended it. With Gendrick, so I'm good.
Can we warn Watt of what we need to do? Or
Yeah, you guys can go talk
Okay.
with Watt about that stuff.
okay.
Okay, so you guys can go do that. We're going to follow Echo.
Sure.
Echo, I take it you're going to
You can
meet Gendrick.
try. I roll for stealth.
I take it you meet Gendrick at the Mystarian Hall.
Yeah.
So he meets you at the front door. He says, please walk with me.
Okay.
And he's walking, you guys are walking through town and making mostly small talk.
Mm-hmm.
Any type of prodding towards what he wants to tell you, he says, it'd be easier if I show you.
Okay.
I mean, if you look like you're getting suspicious, so go ahead and give me an insight check.
I mean, Brian's weirded out. Echo's not. I don't want to see his junk or whatever.
So,
I'm just kidding. I'll roll an insight check.
sure.
That's pretty good. What's my insight? +1, so 15.
Okay. You can tell he's a little apprehensive. You're not sure why.
Sure.
Okay. So he
You
leads
seem
you.
apprehensive. No. Yeah.
He leads you outside the main gates to a structure like not too far outside of town, but near its outskirt.
Okay.
It's a newer building that you're not too familiar with. It seems to be like your average sandstone domed house.
Okay.
And he arrives at the door and he gives like a very specific, what is obviously a secret knock.
Ooh. Cool. Noted.
After a moment, there's a latch, and he says, what I'm about to show you is to stay between the two of us. Those inside here have been given full sanctuary. I'm showing you this because, based off the story you and your companions have told, is something you should know.
Okay.
So-
I'm prepared.
He opens the door, and you step inside, and he steps inside with you. And inside you see, seated around a fire, 5 illithids in plain clothing.
Oh,
And they all turn to see you guys. And that is where we're ending today's episode of SuperQuest Saga.
Oh, shit.
If you guys like what we do here, if you like the show, please like, comment, subscribe, leave us an iTunes review. I love reading those. And with that being said, I think we could call it a game.
They've got the Davy Jones.
They got the Davy Jones.
is-
The horns.
We'll talk to you guys later.
I need a jar of dirt. Okay.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
The horns of Nyarlathotep rang when you dropped.
Oh, did they hear us? That's great.
when you dropped Elven. It was wild.
That's amazing.